Here with Olen Scott, Chief Commercial Officer at Stored Energy Systems, or SENS, here at POWERGEN 2026. So, Olen, let's just start. How's the week been for you here in San Antonio?
Busy. It's been great. It's really busy, which I'm sure is the case for everybody in the business, but it's been awesome. Lots of great meetings. Every year it seems to get bigger and better. We appreciate being here.
What are the biggest challenges you're seeing across critical power today?
Oh, man, that's a tough question to synthesize in a few words. I'll do my best because it's always, of course, in mission critical, it's getting power and then keeping power up, right? Power continuity, which is our wheelhouse. But I would say the toughest thing that people are dealing with right now is really managing, doing a lot of new things, right, with new vendors at the speed of business. What we're seeing is that, of course, the grid, the utility operators can't provide prime power, right, at the speed of business, at least not reliably. That's not a diss. The demand's just gone up that high, right? So our customers, they have to be very open to doing new things. You see a lot of islanding. You see people looking at SMR, small modular reactors. You see people employing natural gas solutions for prime power, right? So people have to be open to doing a lot of new things for prime power and power continuity. And as often as not, those new things are provided by new companies, right? And so you've got to vet those new technologies, those new companies, but you have to do it all at the speed of business, and you don't get to decide what the speed of business is, right? The market does. And so I think that pushes a lot of companies out of their comfort zone and is probably the hardest thing they're dealing with.
What types of factors impact reliability, and how do critical applications like data centers make sure they always have power?
So I would say the thing that affects power reliability the most is power design, right? How you architect and design a power system. And you can, in theory, design any amount, any degree of continuity into your power solutions as you can afford, right? Or as you choose to invest in. You know, we see folks that, you define N as the amount of power we need, right? So some of our customers, they define, when they back up their power, they define it as N or N plus 1. Some of the more risk averse will do 2N, and I've even seen 2N plus 1, right? But even when you design all of that backup and the backup to the backup in, things do still break, right? Which is where we come in.
What trends are driving operators and engineers to rethink traditional multi-vendor purchasing options?
The trend is they have to move at the speed of business, right? Our customers don't really get to decide how fast they move. The market decides how fast they have to move if they want to compete, right? And in order to move at that speed, you have to try new things, right? For decades, it's just been you buy your power from the grid, you buy some generators, maybe you back up those generators. Today, people are thinking about, small modular reactors as far as nuclear. Everyone's looking at employing some form of natural gas. People are employing levels of solar. There's lots of different types of BESSes out there. And in most cases, what you see is a yes and approach.